Hey guys, my name is Simpzy, how you all doing? Welcome back to some more Total War Warhammer 3. Here today on the channel we have episode 11 of my Miao Ying, the Storm Dragon Let's Play as Grand Cathay. We're playing as the Northern Provinces. Here today we're going to be venturing into the fourth and final Chaos Realm that we have access to. We're going into TZEENTCH'S domain. So, if you like the sound of that, feel free to leave the video a like and subscribe if you're new. We're 120 turns into the Let's Play. There are some various rifts still open which we need to close. Also got to say a huge thank you to the Creative Assembly for sending me early access and making this Let's Play possible, so thanks to them. Alrighty, so we've managed to take a decent amount of territory in the Ogre sort of mountain range, from the ancient giant lands to the Ice Path Mountains, and now we're right beneath the Firemouth volcano there as well. We've still got a bunch of roaming armies in Grand Cathay to close some of the rifts, and we still maintain a rather strong presence on the Grand Bastion as well. In the last episode we ventured into Nurgle's realm and took the Demon Prince's soul. We've obviously previously gotten rid of Khorne and Slaanesh as well. So we've got Fire Mouth under our control, and we're going to get Miao Ying to venture into the rift and start the realm of the sorcerer. Let's go.
The realm of the sorcerer. Trust not your senses, for the intricate magics of the great sorcerer reshape reality around you. Try to stay on the right path as you fight through many-hued islands to stand triumphant before the impossible fortress. There, TZEENTCH'S favored demon prince, the librarian, stands sentinel. Slay him to claim his soul.
Okay, welcome to the realm of the sorcerer. Please take into consideration as well that I'm using an early access build of Warhammer 3. It's still in development and there are things subject to change. I did mention the visual tearing and bugs in previous episodes if you want to see a full explanation of that. But yeah, just please take into consideration that that's sort of a known issue and will be fixed. Alrighty, so we're actually in TZEENTCH'S realm, which is a little bit complicated. It's a tricky one to traverse the various portals here, and TZEENTCH as a faction itself in Warhammer 3 is incredibly potent, as they have shielded missile units and even some like heavy hitting units as well. So we're going to try and navigate this hellish landscape. Oh, Kairos has just rocked up. Did you see that? It was Kairos Fateweaver, I think. No, I don't want to join with that. Oh, we've been attacked here anyway. Look, we'll fight this one. Man, we've been so quickly intercepted here. Alright, let's fight this one against TZEENTCH'S forces. Alrighty. So, there are essentially like lily pads you leap to and can teleport to. Now, hopefully we can find the path. From what I can remember, if you battle these armies, or go to these various event areas, you can sort of gain access to have the ability to sort of foresee which portals are linked together. So hopefully we can do that. Now I wonder, is it randomly generated every campaign, or if I actually manage to find the pathway quickly, will it be the same pathway once you guys get access to your campaigns? I actually don't know. But anyway, we'll just make just a fortified position here. 3 units of the front, 2 on the sides just to get the angles protected, and we're at a bit of a buffer zone with my fire rain rockets. Alright, so we're attacking TZEENTCH, which can be a little bit difficult for Cathay, as they are both heavily missiled factions. They have magical missiles, while we have more armor piercing and fire damage. So hopefully we can break through their shielded units enough to destroy them. Here comes the TZEENTCH Soul Grinder here. Gonna have to really watch out for them. They've got some Chaos Spawn there as well. And then they've got their General's Bodyguard. So we're starting to just pepper these TZEENTCH forces. If I'd say and rank the other Chaos factions, I would say that Nurgle is definitely the weakest faction for Cathay to face, followed by Khorne, and then Slanesh and Tzeentch. So, thankfully, this is the fourth and final demon we're coming up against in that 4 demon tree. So we should have an easier time, as we are 120 turns into the Let's Play, which is quite far. We're actually at the late game now. My Celestial Dragon Guard are now Silver Chevron, and we've got access to Jade Warrior Crossbowmen, as well as pretty decent Fire Rain Rockets. So Miao Ying's going to have to be careful, but she is at rank 50 now. So she is incredibly strong and potent in her own right. She should be fine against the level 1 Lord, even on this difficulty. Okay, so I've spawned my Ancestral Warriors there. Now we have been attacked aerially, which will complicate things, but we just need to get my Astromancer and my various magical shots off, while Miao Ying in Dragon form can focus on her. And then, I really don't know what happens in the campaign once you capture all 4 demon souls from the various Chaos Gods. It's going to be exciting. We should have some more campaign storyline to come, which would be exciting. We should have some more Be'lakor action, as we've seen before. Okay, so it kind of gets to a bit as well where you're constantly skirmishing with Tzeentch. It's nearly advantageous just to charge with your infantry once you've whittled down the shields. But it's just basically a cost-based analysis on whether or not to charge and whether or not to rely on your missile supremacy. But so far, we're doing quite well against this Tzeentch army. And hopefully it's the sign of many more decent battles against them to come. But I'm really quite surprised how hyper-aggressive they are. And the only unit that seems to be remaining is their Soul Grinder, by the look of it. Just drop a fireball there. That's probably going to capitulate him. There we go. There goes the general. And we didn't even need a charge on out because our missiles are just so potent. We'll let them finish off the Soul Grinder there. A Pyrrhic victory. Really? I don't think we lost that much. How was that a Pyrrhic victory? How does that mathematically make sense? 172? Anyway, wow, check that out. Look at the Fire Rain Rockets. Holy cow. Those things absolutely shredded through the mostly pink and blue horrors. Yeah, so there we won that battle. We can actually reveal the next location, or where the portals are linked together. Did you just bug there? Anyway, we can sort of see it. It's the green indication there. Yeah, so Kairos has moved in here, which is, I guess, quite fitting. That they want to protect Tzeentch's realm. Now, he spawned quite close to me. Damn bird brain, we've been facing him so many times throughout this series. I think we've beat him in like 4 different battles throughout the campaign. Okay, so it's time to move on through. So we've got a decision to make here. Do we go left or do we go right and see where we end up? I guess we go right and see what we find out. So we've been portaled here. We're probably going to have to deal with another battle. Alright, back over in the lands of Cathay. It's time to close some of these various portals. Now, you can actually close the rift in Force March. Although the armies are growing ever so stronger, they're still auto-resolvable. Even with Jade and Peasant Bowmen. So that's always worth doing. So that's a bit of a tip and sort of trick if you're sort of dealing with constant portals throughout your lands. You're like, oh damn, I can't get there in normal March. You can actually get to the portal, close it, and then that's technically you attacking in Force March. It does make your units a lot weaker though, and winded, but in my opinion it's worth doing so. Alright, let's put you down to the Mistgorge. We actually have non-aggression packs with like half of the ogres as well, so some of them are my friends. Okay, so I guess we have to deal with this army. Oh my god, really? Why is that so harsh? Well, that's actually bounced us, actually. So we can actually go through the portal. We'll stuff that army, we'll go to the next one. Okay, so we've been pivoted up here, and we do know that one of those links, okay, to a different area, so you've just got to really sort of play it by ear. So there is an army here. We're in camp stance now. We have been attacked multiple times, so yeah, I was going to say, it's only a matter of time if we get attacked again. Decisive victory. We'll take the replenishment. Oh my god, why are we just getting absolutely smashed? Okay, so right or left? I guess we go right. We seem to be working well. What's the trick with mazes? Is it, there's a rule, you should always put your hand on the right or left or something? I don't even know. Okay, a couple more armies here. Maybe there's just like a probability thing, like the more you go through, the better. We can force march, can we? No, we can't quite. I guess we just make a play for the portal there, though. Wait, how do we get more movement? What? Well, that's alright. We've gone to a pad we haven't been to before. We're being attacked here again. But we should be okay. I'm just taking on the replenishment now. Oh my god. So aggressive. Okay, so we've got a couple of armies now spawning. A lot of soul grinders there. Oh, that's that soul grinder army they were talking about. That Bellicor was recruiting, I guess. Well, I guess we'll send up some units to try and deal with it. So, this is still a pretty good army for a secondary tier army. This is sort of a colonizing, recruiting army. Nothing too crazy, just Jade and Peasant Bowmen. But yeah, they could actually make a play into southern Cathay, which would be annoying. We're going to defend this territory. Okay, so we've nearly probably been to all the locations. Oh no, we've just been beaten. Oh no! I might have stuffed up here. Kairos is actually in range. So I guess we go through this. Oh no, we've landed on top of him. Well, we might have to fight him actually then. Oh, we ran out of movement. Yeah, I guess we just gotta cross our fingers and hope. Oh, for whatever reason, he's run out of movement. He hasn't actually got there. So we're probably gonna have to attack him. Thankfully, he's in a forced march. We've had a lot of good battles against Kairos already, so he shouldn't be too hard to defeat. But I guess he got the RNG of where he started and went through. Oh, perfect. Decisive victory because he's in a forced march. And Kairos has been defeated. What's this, the third time? I've battled him so many times. So there's no point of playing that one. I think I've individually battled him with Miao Ying like 3, and then probably another 2 more times. It's been quite a bit. Anyway, so now that that threat's gone, we can just heal on up and then go through and attack. We're slowly but surely as well. It is quite costly investing into ogre territory, as it isn't quite the suitable climate. I personally actually prefer mods that actually eliminate that. I like to see factions and empires grow, regardless of the territory where they are. I don't know how well it's going to be balanced in Warhammer 3. I'm guessing the modders would have to test it on out, but so far, still investing a lot into our economy. We're making a decent amount of money now. Our harmony's on point, and wherever we build a yin building, we're building a yang building. But yeah, we're really strong financially in the campaign. Like, you can actually build some absolute mega cities as Grand Cathay, just because of due to the, like, particularly with the Celestial Lake, Wu Jing Compass ability, and just like the growth bonuses you get, it's kind of insane. Alright, the Great Bastion has been attacked again. They tend to spawn between like 8 and 12 forces. So this is going to be a close one, but the armies here are going to be more than capable to deal with it. Even if we do lose 3 Jade Warriors, we can quickly recruit more. So it's a lot of moving factors in Cathay. You've got to focus on the Bastion, the Rifts, and then the territory that you need to take. So that's why you need to take that Cathayan territory as quick as possible. Okay, so I think I'm ready to actually venture into TZEENTCH'S sort of survival battle to attack the librarian, I think is what he's called. So it's a Pyrrhic victory. Okay, so the odds are actually a lot harsher. Some of the other battles we played, they were set to decisive. So yeah, it even just shows you that like Tzeentch is a stronger faction to Grand Cathay than the other ones. Anyway, let's fight this one and start the battle.
The impossible fortress, impregnable to all but the insane. To enter the fortress unbidden would be a mistake. But piercing its defenses will suffice to summon the wrath of the librarian. Control the crystal of lore in the labyrinth. This will give you a foothold and grant us supplies to reinforce for the struggle ahead. There are 2 other crystals you will need to capture, and so dominate the battle. Confound the Great Changer. Refuse to play the part he has written for you, and destroy all who get in your way.
Okay, so let's move into the impossible and impregnable fortress and start the battle. So we're formed up already here, and let's just try and get our fire rain rockets to do most of the work early on. So we have to go with 3 capture points, we have to survive 2 waves, and we have to attack the armies that are defending the capture points as well. So you end up playing 5 battles within these fortresses. So let's try and take the impossible fortress and the impregnable fortress, I guess. I'm sure Bronn from Game of Thrones would have a couple of words about this. So he's all about breaking into impenetrable fortresses, I guess. Yeah, there's a famous quote about the Eyrie, doesn't he, in Game of Thrones? But we'll chuck things on 3 times speed, because these survival battles can go on a bit, and I might even edit it down as well, because particularly on this difficulty you do have to be a little bit slow and methodical in your approach. You do need to heal on up and be conservative with your winds of magic as well. Okay, so they are clustering here quite a bit, which is good for me. We're going to be able to deploy a decent wind blast as Miao Ying comes flying on in. But we do have to be careful because those pink horrors can, for all intensive purposes, pack a bit of a punch with those mystical shots. Like, their mystical shot is so strong. Like, the best way to compare it to Warhammer 2 that you guys are probably more familiar with, they're kind of like Sisters of Avalon with that magical ammunition. It's very, very potent and strong. And everyone knows all about, of course, Sisters of Avalon Doomstacks as the High Elves. They are very hard to combat with, even with some of the debuffs throughout the Warhammer 2 life cycle. But anyway, we'll move into the first capture point to get some more additional armor, and then hopefully some reinforcements as well, as we unlock some more units here. So let's form on up and wait for them to come out. Okay, we formed up into a defensive position, and now we're starting to whittle down the armies that are coming on in. We just need to wait here as well. We're only 5% through wave 1. We have 5,000 supply in the bank, which is good. And we've got more additional halberds coming in as well as reinforcements. Yeah, but look at those magical shots. Some of the magic that Tzeentch wields as well, some of the best. Like, man, it actually rivals Grand Cathay and like our Astromancers, which are so strong in Warhammer 3. Look at that, that is just shredding us here. So it's a fine line when fighting Tzeentch. Sometimes you can target and decimate individual units once you break away their shield, but then it gets to a point where your archer and artillery rate isn't as great as theirs. So being a defensive is actually counterintuitive. You're sometimes better off to be more aggressive and charge and close the distance on some of the missile units hitting you, which we might actually have to do soon. Yeah, let's give out some attack orders and battle against them. Because look at the end of the day, we've got Celestial Dragon Guard. They're going to be able to absolutely shred through Tzeentch's infantry with the how. Oh my god, Miao Ying got cooked there. What? Oh my god, I wasn't even paying attention. Oh, great. It's alright, we've got plenty of money in the bank, so we're going to be able to spawn her again. Or summon her. Oh my god, they just pierced right through her. I think that's the first time that she's been taken out in one of these survival battles. She didn't get smashed ever this early in Wave 1, nor in the realm of Nurgle, Khorne, or Slaanesh. Far out. You gotta give it to Tzeentch. They're such a strong and potent faction. Let me know in the comments what Chaos faction you're gonna play with first. You can obviously play as one of those four, or you can go with the Demon Prince, which is recommended. Cathay, I believe Cathay and the Demon Prince are the two recommended factions for new players, and I would concur. Okay, so unfortunately here, Tzeentch is really targeting my leaders. Miao Ying has been destroyed, and my Astromancer, but that's okay. The Astromancer's fine because he is immortal, because he's such high level now. So you can be a little bit cut and loose with my agents now. We've managed to get 10,000, which is a lot, because we're just smashing so many of their minions. I wonder as well if there's certain factions, certain Chaos factions that you get more supply points from just because of the numbers of the units. I think we're getting a lot more than... Maybe I'm spending a lot less. Maybe that's it as well. But I feel like in this, we're killing a lot of their minions. Maybe that's because they have a lot more units per... They have a greater numerical number of individual units per unit. Or minions per unit. I was going to say men, but yeah, minions make sense. We are charging here, but even there, I'm sort of being played into their hands a bit, being kited around. My Alchemist is the only one that's sort of holding and getting some shard shots off. But we do have enough to get Miao Ying and my Astromancer back, which is good. Thankfully, because we've got a bunch of Winds of Magic in the bank still. But most of my units are at half to a third strength, which isn't too bad, but... Yeah. Miao Ying and the Astromancer maybe have to fall to save their losses to some extent. You could think of it that way. Okay, moving onto the second capture point here. So we spent our points to bring Miao Ying back and the Astromancer. I've grouped up my archers because I actually think individually targeting a unit is actually probably the play to break through the shields. Like the shielding. Thankfully we have a lot of points saved up. So we'll push through this small army defending the second capture point. Then we'll make a defensive fortified position. And then deal with the secondary wave, I guess. Cool, we've done it. Let's move on in and capture it, which will take a little bit of time. Okay, second wave's now kicked off. We're defending the secondary capture point. We've got some towers in here as well. But the second wave has commenced. Miao Ying and the Astromancer are back and up and running at full strength. And we've also got some more additional Celestial Dragon Guard, which we've spawned as well, which look mighty healthy. But let's use Talons here, my favourite spell with Miao Ying. That should absolutely shred on through. But already, even when she's just come like to engage some units, Miao Ying, she's lost nearly 20% of her health. Far out. Look at this. The thing is, looking at it now, maybe we're better off to keep her in human form just to get buffs, because she is just getting absolutely shredded with those missiles. But even though she's losing a lot of health, she is killing more minions in the dragon form, therefore giving us more supplies and more units. So I don't know, it's a tough one. We might end up using her again, but then also she's soaking up the ammunition available from those minions, and it's not like targeting or shredding individual units. So I don't know. It's a tough one to call what the right decision is with Miao Ying here. I think we're just going to have to keep on letting her do her thing. Okay, I guess we just bring in some fire rain rockets. Yeah, oh, that's a shame. I was gonna say, I don't even know how useful they're going to be. They're probably just going to get... Yeah, they're just being targeted there. I was gonna say, oh, I don't know how many shots they're gonna be able to get off. Alright, 40% through the wave. And there's a lot of change there that we could probably have a crack at. Okay. Just wavering a little bit back and forth is annoying. Some peasants aren't holding, which is not unsurprising. Alright, let's just go to each individual melee infantry. And try and get it, give out some of those attack orders. But we're doing alright. We've managed to go through 50% of the secondary wave. Well, just healing up here. Still holding on. About 50% on our way through. And then we've got the third and final push. And we should be able to deal with the Tzeentch Demon Prince. I wonder if he's going to have like a bird looking head. Because obviously in Khorne's realm they had like Cornish horns. Nurgle, the Demon Prince, looked more pestilence. I wonder. Because like even in the Demon Prince army build, we've got some beaked bird looking dude if you go down the Tzeentch Demon Prince parts, which is quite funny. You can get some like feathery bird pants as well. Alright, 22% here. We're doing alright. We're maintaining quite well. This time around in the secondary wave, Miao Ying is only at half health. Thankfully she didn't get depleted. They did target my Astromancer here that started the secondary wave at full health. Now he's around about 10 or 15, which isn't the best. Alright, let's get some more reinforcements in just to help on out. Yeah, I think we're just getting way more supplies in this battle. For whatever reason. Yeah. Alright, we've completed the secondary wave. And let's heal on back up. Alright. So we've healed slightly. We're pushing for the third and final capture point. There's just a small amount of resistance there. Then we should deal with the final wave. Come out, wherever you are, little demon prince. I don't know, just maybe just grab some Jade Warriors and whatever we can there. For this third and final push. Okay, I've just split up into two groups here with the crossbowmen, because some of them don't actually have any ammunition, so they're better off just being used as a melee unit for all intensive purposes. Like, just draw your short swords and do something. Okay. Well, unfortunately, the Demon Prince doesn't have a beak. He had feathers, though. He had winged feathers. That's alright. Unfortunately, Miao Ying's been targeted again. And now we've lost the Astromancer. We've got some Terracotta Sentinels now coming on in. But we might be able to bring her back in. She's technically gone. I'm going to have to wait a little bit. We'll be right now that we've got terracotta units in. But man, oh man. These survival battles, these waved battles, are super costly. You do lose a lot of units in the process. Like, you have to have a decent army to seriously take it on. Unfortunately, the spawn point is a little bit further back, but that's okay. Most of the army that was controlling the third point is actually nearly routed. We just need to form up and make a push. But we're in a good position to win this one. From what I can see. I would actually imagine that the terracottas probably have some sort of level of resistance. I was about to say susceptibility, but no, more resistance to those magical missile shots, you would imagine. Miao Ying's now back at full strength, which is good. We'll try and get her to target the Demon Prince, who's now at 60... What's ticked over there? It was 61, 60% now. And he's getting further down as well. Alright, just make sure to hit your targets, lads. And push on in. Oh, we're being attacked by him here. Oh, hang on. Yeah, go on, Miao Ying, go on. He's doing alright. Or she is doing alright against him. Come on. There we go. Oh, I think I'm mistaken. That was a Lord of Change. That's what I thought. Whoops. Well, doesn't matter. Miao Ying got rid of that. He's actually fighting the Terracotta Sentinel. Yeah, there he is. My eyes aren't working properly. That's on top of me. Here we go. Only a couple more units left. And then we'll have victory. We can nearly get some of our lords, agents back, rather. And the more we get rid of, the more Celestial Dragon Guard we can bring back and get them to step into the fray. So close. Hey, we got him. Okay, only 32% left. Just spam those dragon guard. Oh my god.
Sound the retreat!
Only a handful left now. 7%. And we've done it. Perfect. I guess I have to wait for the cutscene now. But yeah, no, that's it. Demon Prince gone. 0%.
How does it feel to face death like a mortal? Come closer, and I will show you. Know this as you fade. All of your struggles, sacrifices, your victories and labors were for nothing. I will not be so careless with your power. Spare Kislev. Spare them. I am going to destroy them. They will waste their last breath cursing your name. Finally. Gods of Chaos! The God Bear is dead! Gather Ursun's power. Bind it to me. My godhood will be forged here on this throne. One by one, I will kill the gods and harvest their strength. All will be mine! All will be mine.
A new deity will soon ascend. Bellicor, the Chaos God of Shadows. But his transformation will take time. There is still hope, whilst Ursun's power is not consumed. We have the final soul required to illuminate the path of the Forge. Yet events overtake us, Great One. The God Bear is dead. He will roar no more, and reality itself can no longer be contained. Rifts tear through the veil, and demons flood the mortal world. This was always part of Bellicor's plan. He ascends to godhood. There is no place for us in his grand vision. He must be stopped.
Well, we've captured the four souls, and then we have to deal with Bellicor, I guess. That's what the cutscene was saying. Anyway, thank you very much for watching episode 11 of my Total Warhammer 3 Cathay series. Stay tuned for episode 12 coming out soon. We're 130 turns into the campaign now. Far out. It's been a long one. But yeah, we're sort of coming to the final episodes and toward the end of this campaign, you would imagine. But anyway, thanks guys for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. Stay tuned for more videos on the channel, of course. And I've got to play the outro now. Take care, fellas. Oh my god, we did it. That was way too close for my liking. Anyway, thank you very much for watching episode 8 of my Cathay series. We've completed Slaanesh's Realm. Stay tuned for episode 9 coming out soon. And we continue on with the Cathay campaign. So, thanks guys for watching. I'm going to play the outro now. Take care. Unfortunately, it's time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Check out my social media links in the description below if you want to stay connected with me. I also want to say thank you to this month's patrons and channel members: Victor K, Sebastian C, Jordan K, Caesar L, Brian S, Tao, Lion B, Kyle P, Tom C, and White P. My name has been Simpzy. Much love from Australia. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.